A 13-time All-Star, a 3-time MVP, a champion, a Finals MVP, a legend. And how many times has his name come up? Never. This dude is one of the greatest rebounders of all time, and his name comes up never. If you're a devoted NBA fan, you may already know who I'm talking about. But among casual fans, he is easily one of the most forgotten NBA legends of all time. Who is he? He's Big Mo, chairman of the boards, Mumbles Malone. Still don't know? Ah, you filthy casual. Oh, don't feel too bad. That's why you're here, right? On the Forgotten Legends series, you'll learn. Moses Malone was born March 23, 1955 in the birthplace of our country itself, Virginia. Moses was the only child of an absent alcoholic father and a mother with an endless God-given drive. Moses grew up dirt poor in one of the most dangerous cities in America. Petersburg was kinda known, but especially not Mary Malone. Moses' mother spent endless hours just to make enough cash to keep things going. Luckily, Mary gave Moses one thing money could never buy. She gave him the drive to succeed under any circumstances. Incredibly, Moses didn't pick up basketball until high school, despite being interested in it from a young age. Moses made a huge impact on his team, leading them to 2 straight years without losing a game. Yeah, 730 days on the same high school team without losing a game. Wow. So of course they won a couple state championships in that time, right? At this point, Moses was basically a shoo-in for college basketball. He could have had his pick from just about any college, but ended up playing for the University of Maryland. Well, almost. Just days before his first college game, Moses got a call from the Utah Stars, an ABA team. Moses saw this as an opportunity. Playing for the Stars meant pulling his family out of the gutter. It meant fulfilling all of his childhood dreams. It meant repaying his mom. So just like that, Moses Malone became the first professional basketball player ever to go pro straight out of high school. Many of his critics were sure Moses would never be able to transition smoothly to the NBA and that he would never have any professional success after skipping college. He proved them wrong in record time, averaging 17 points and 12 rebounds in his rookie season, making the ABA all-rookie team. Oh, and he was an all-star in his rookie year. When does that happen? Unfortunately, the Stars folded midway through his first season, sending Malone to St. Louis. Moses played out his first 2 seasons in St. Louis before the NBA and ABA merged. After the merger, Malone landed on the Buffalo Braves, where he played exactly 2 games. Dang, they really played my man, a legend, 2 whole games. Of course, Moses got fed up with this fairly quickly and demanded a trade. So, in 1977, the silent giant was headed off to Houston. In Houston, it was looking a lot better for Moses. He was no longer fighting for minutes. In fact, he was turning into a star. While in Houston, Moses made his first NBA All-Star team, made a few deep playoff runs, and won 2 MVPs. In 1982, his contract ran out and one of the game's greatest players entered free agency. Moses Malone eventually signed a 6-year contract with the 76ers worth over $13 million, teaming up with Julius Erving and Mo Cheeks. In the 1983 playoffs, Moses and the Sixers went all the way to the finals, sweeping the dominant LA Lakers. After 5 years on the Sixers, an injured Moses Malone was traded to the Washington Bullets for no-names and draft picks. Tragic. Fortunately, Moses bounced back the next season, earning his 10th consecutive All-Star appearance. Our guy had a good bit of personal success during his time in Washington, yet his team never made it out of the first round. He then moved on to Atlanta, where he was still a star, but his career was starting to take a downturn. The double-double machine had averaged his last triple-double. After Atlanta, Moses played in Milwaukee, where he would be a starter for the last time. For the rest of his career, Moses Malone bounced from team to team as he faded into the reserves. He finished out his career backing up David Robinson on the Spurs. Bars. He was the last former ABA player ever to play in the NBA. After his illustrious career, Moses finished at an incredible 9th on the all-time scoring list and, of course, 5th on the all-time rebounding list. This man was truly a legend, one of the best to ever do it. He may be gone, but he should never be forgotten. So, in case you missed it, I am doing a series on this channel called the Forgotten Legends series. I'm going to be making videos just like this one for other players. So, if you want your favorite underappreciated NBA player to be in one of these videos, put it in a comment and I'll send a video your way. Lastly, why haven't you subscribed yet? I'm not going to tell you what to do, but I mean seriously, you just watched 6 whole minutes of my content and you aren't going to subscribe? I don't get it.